Hi everybody, story time and letter time. We have Xavier Fox who sits on a box and knits his socks. X, X, X. There's Xavier Fox. He's cute, isn't he? He doesn't really have a white tip on his tail. I'm not sure why, because most fox, look at our Xavier Fox. See his white tip on his tail? He could almost look like a dog, couldn't he? But it's a fox. Furry fox. Xavier is his name, and so it starts with X. And you know, if on a treasure hunt, X marks the spot. X. Sometimes at school we cross things out that don't belong and we make an X. So all of you know about the letter X. It's one that it's pretty easy for us now. But the sound X, X, X is kind of different. It says X. And not very many words begin with X, X, X. But you can hear it at the end, remember? Box has X at the end. Fox has that X on the end. So that's that sound, and you cross your fingers like this, X, X, X. Yesterday, Mrs. Vogt didn't have the tub here, did I? There's some excellent things inside. So let's find out what is in our X tub. And this week maybe we'll play a game with the things with the X tub. So we're gonna put Xavier Fox right down here. And let's look. Put that there. Let's look and see what's inside. Oh, remember I said there's some things that have X at the end. So those things are in this tub too. Like the number 6. X, X, X. 6 has the X at the end. A line and a loop. 6. I hear that X at the end. That X sound. Good job. So if Mrs. Vogt someday said, what sound does X make? Or if I say, what sound does that make? You'll just say X, because the name sounds just like the sound. X. X is the sound. Oh, what is this? What is this doing in the X tub? It's got, oh, present can go in there. It's a pretty little gold box. Yes, box. Hear that X on the end? Xavier Fox sits on a box. 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 Let's put the 6. Let's put the 6 inside the box. There. It's a present. It's a 6 for you, Xavier Fox. Happy birthday. That's funny, isn't it? That it fits inside. Ooh. We have these at our doctor office, in the office area, our make-believe area. X-ray. Yes. If you break a bone, your doctor wants to get a good look at your bones, you get an X-ray. It doesn't hurt to take a picture with the X-ray camera. X-ray. And this is a special kind of instrument. Some of you might have one of these at home. And you hit it, ding, ding, ding. It makes music. This is a pillow. But it fits in my X tub. So it's a good thing. It's called a xylophone. Xylophone. Yeah, we don't hear that word very much. Xylophone. But it starts with X. So we put it in the tub. X-ray. Xylophone. 6. Box. Oh, and there's a little fox. Now I like this fox because look at the tip of his tail. Can you see how it's white? It's got a white tip. Now in Michigan we have fox in our forests. They live in our forests. You can sometimes see foxes at night. They come out at night and find things to eat. Mostly you see them at night, but you see them during the day sometimes too. And here's our X's. Let's make the big one red. We turned that white into red. X. X, and here's a little X. They're the same shape, aren't they? Except one is bigger. That's how they're different, and they're different color. But X look the same except for their size. All right, let's put those things all back. Oh, you're right. I know whoever said get that 6 out of there. Yeah, we'll wonder where that is. There, we took them out. And let's put the cover back on. Tomorrow when you join us, we'll play Xavier Fox's game. Oh, we know, it fell. We know that every zoo pet comes and brings a game for us to play. So I wonder what letter X's game might be. Come back tomorrow. It has to do with a box. So tomorrow at this time with our story, we'll play something with the X, with Xavier Fox. X. All right, I'm going to take that off right now, and let's read our story. I was telling you how I had such a good story today. Thanks for joining me for story time. I'm going to put my glasses on because there's some really little words that tell us what kind of caterpillar it is. Now you know there are so many different kinds of caterpillars that change and go through a metamorphosis and become a butterfly, because there are so many different kinds of butterflies in the world, all different sizes and colors, just like birds. There's so many different kinds. And frogs, many different kinds of frogs with different names. Scientists have studied the animals and have given them different names. So when I put my glasses on, I'll be able to see better. I love this story. It's called 10 Little Caterpillars by Bill Martin Jr., illustrated by Louis Elhart. We have a Louise in our class, but this is Louis.
Lois.
Oh, you're right. I guess you're right. Thank you, Mr. Bo. Lois. That's a girl's name, too. Lois. All right. Let's see how many caterpillars we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 caterpillars chewing one big leaf. Look carefully at that leaf. What shape is that great big leaf that they're munching? Yes, it's a heart, isn't it? Are those caterpillars all the same? No. You're right. They're different colors, different sizes, different shapes. Colors and shapes and sizes. Sometimes if you're on a walk in Ionia, you can find these fuzzy wuzzy ones that look a lot like that one. 10 little caterpillars. Are there 10 on this page? No, just 2. You're right. Ooh, that's a great big leaf. If I was a caterpillar, I would love to eat that leaf. Doesn't that look delicious? 10 little caterpillars. Oh, they've been eating and eating and eating the leaves. That's how you can tell there's been a caterpillar there. Been eating. There's holes in the leaves. The first little caterpillar crawled into a bower. That's a place with lots of flowers. One caterpillar. Do you see him? That flower is called a wild rose. Wild rose. I saw the little tiny print down there that says wild rose. The second little caterpillar wiggled up a flower. Now we've seen 2 caterpillars. There he is. That's a pretty flower called a foxglove. Aren't they pretty? Now we've seen 2 caterpillars. This flower is called a snapdragon. They're pretty, aren't they? The third little caterpillar climbed a cabbage leaf. Oh, he found a great big leaf to eat. Here's a little beetle. And this is called a winter squash that's growing in the garden. And right here it says toad. That's the label that's telling me what those things are. That's kind of cool that the writer of the story put those things in there, the labels to tell us what we're looking at. The fourth little caterpillar found a melon bed. Oh, a great big watermelon is growing. And this is called a muskmelon. It's kind of an orange color. And a green melon is called the honeydew. And look at the shape of the leaf. Yeah, it looks like a heart. And I see some ladybugs. Do you? I see 4 ladybugs. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth little caterpillar sailed a garden pool. Oh, he's floating in the water on top of a leaf. Oh, the pretty leaves. He's number 5. The sixth little caterpillar was carried off to school. Somebody found him and put him in a jar. He's going to go to school with someone and show the class. Oh, I'm so glad that the person who found him took the leaves and put some leaves in the jar so the caterpillar can still eat. And I hope there's holes in the top of the jar so the caterpillar can still breathe air and live. There's some eggs on this leaf. They're called monarch. That big orange butterfly laid some eggs on the leaf. This is called a milkweed. Milkweed plant is perfect for monarch butterflies. They love milkweed. So if you know where there's some milkweed, moms and dads, there's usually eggs there that will turn into monarch butterflies. Here is a chrysalis, a monarch butterfly's chrysalis. There's a pupa in there that's going to change into a butterfly. This page is full of things to talk about. Oh, there's a spider up there. He has 8 legs. He's not an insect because he has 8 legs. Spiders are different. But guess what? They hatch from eggs. Yes, they do. After 6 comes 7. The 7th little caterpillar met a hungry wren. Look out, caterpillar. Well, that wren is a bird. Will the wren eat you? He's munching away. I hope he sees the bird. That's called a thistle plant. He's eating thistle leaves. Pretty purple flowers on the thistle. Oh, here's a grasshopper. Maybe the wren will eat the grasshopper instead of the caterpillar. And way over here, do you know what this insect is? He's got 6 legs. Dragonfly, right. And grasshoppers are insects too, with 6 legs. Is a bird an insect? No, you're right. A bird belongs with the birds because it has feathers and 2 legs. Birds are animals, aren't they? But not insects. Insects are not the same as birds. They're all animals. The 8th little caterpillar was frightened by a hen. Oh, look at that big chicken. Number 8. This is caterpillar number 8, and he's the fuzzy one that I said you can find sometimes when you're on a walk in Ionia. Sometimes they crawl out on the sidewalk. And what does this say? Another winter squash in the garden. Oh, he's going to chomp on that leaf. Some more. Watch out. Do you think that hen would eat that caterpillar? Could be. A caterpillar is like a worm. And you know birds love worms, and they'll eat caterpillars sometimes. The 9th little caterpillar fell into the sea. Oh no. Look out, caterpillar. Do fish like worms? Yes. And the caterpillar's just like a worm. I can just see he's gonna open his mouth. That's the 9th caterpillar. And here's number 10. The 10th little caterpillar scaled an apple tree. Oh, yum. He likes apple leaves from the apple tree. And hung there patiently. Where is our caterpillar hanging patiently? Tiger swallowtail chrysalis. Is that it? That's where the label is. Looks just like a leaf. The cardinal won't be able to find him, will he? He's in the chrysalis. Cardinal is a red bird with red feathers, right? Until by and by, the 10th little caterpillar. Oh, now it's spring and the apple tree has the blossoms. And now the caterpillar will come out. He's hatching. And become a butterfly. Oh, it's beautiful. It's got tiger stripe wings, doesn't it? This is called a butterfly bush. And if you grow a butterfly bush, you're sure to get butterflies to come because they love these kinds of flowers. Now let's go back to our beginning, and I can show you closely these caterpillars. This morning cloak caterpillar will turn into this kind of beautiful butterfly, a morning cloak butterfly. The buckeye butterfly looks like this when it's a young caterpillar, a baby. Number 3 was the cabbage looper. He's the one that was eating the cabbage leaves. It's cabbage looper moth. A moth is very much like a butterfly, but has things about it that are different. That's a smaller one, isn't it? This is a yellow bear caterpillar. And it will change and grow and look like this as an adult. Virginian tiger moth. And here's another caterpillar that will turn into a moth. So moths and butterflies have a metamorphosis that is the same, that starts with the caterpillar. Yellow-necked moth. Let's go to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the next page. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10 must be on the next page. There's the monarch. Now, do you remember, boys and girls, do you remember when school first started and Punky's mom brought us a big butterfly house and it had chrysalis hanging? Yes, and they changed to beautiful monarch butterflies. I have pictures and a video. I'm going to post those again this week. I think it was way back in September when Punky and her mom brought those in and we saw them change into beautiful monarchs. Great big butterflies. That was so awesome that they brought them in. They know a special place where the butterflies hatch, lay their eggs, and they hatch to caterpillars. So there's the monarch caterpillar. We did not see those because we just saw the chrysalis stage, and then we saw the beautiful butterflies hatch. 7, painted ladies. Boys and girls, this is the kind of butterfly that we're going to have in our classroom soon. I ordered the caterpillars, and they're going to come to my house. Actually, we will keep them at my house where it's warm, but I'll show you. Every day we'll show you how they're changing. There's the butterfly when it grows up. It's smaller than the monarch. Here's a woolly bear. Isn't that? It does look like a fuzzy wuzzy bear. And it will turn into Isabella tiger moth. So some caterpillars become moths. Common wood nymph. Look at that interesting guy. That'd be easy to draw with a rectangle and a circle. And there's what it looks like when it grows up. When it goes through its metamorphosis, it'll turn to a butterfly like that. See how they're different? Different sizes, different colors, a little bit different shaped wings. And here's number 10. Tiger swallowtail, butterfly, tiger stripes. Timothy Tiger would like that, wouldn't he? And this is what it looked like when it was a caterpillar. Number 10. Isn't that a cool book? It gave us lots of information, didn't it, about caterpillars. Tomorrow I'll show you a poster with so many awesome different kinds of butterflies that are in the world today. Thank you for joining us at Story Time and Letter Time for letter XXX. You guys are excellent. See you tomorrow.